So here we have my Winged Tyranid Prime, and it's going to be a little bit of a challenge because, of course, as usual, a smart person will have painted the wings aside and then put the model together. But no, here it's going to be a challenge to paint the inside parts, but it's going to be fine, and what matters is that at the end it will look nice, so let's hope for that. And of course, before starting painting it, I'm going to prime the miniature with Chaos Black as usual. So let's prime the miniature and let's start painting. Once the miniature has been primed with Chaos Black, I will proceed with my color scheme, and of course for that I will use Cantor Blue for basically every part of the miniature that it's not a claw or it's not like skin. So it's going to be quite bluish, but in the end it will look nice. Let's see how it will look. Let's proceed with that. Usually I will continue with the blue parts of the miniature, but in this specific case I'm going to continue with the skin because I really would like to have painted the inside of the wings before proceeding with the miniature. So please, if in the future you get this miniature, it's very recommended from my side to do not put the wings until you paint them, because if not it's going to be very tricky to paint the inside, and I'm going to suffer a lot with it right now, so wish me good luck. And I forgot to mention, but of course as usual with my color scheme for my Tyranids, I'm going to use Demonite Hide for the skin parts, so again, wish me luck with the wings. It's starting to look like one of my Tyranids, and I have to say that it was quite horrible to paint inside of those wings, but I think that I managed. It's not perfect yet, it looks much better the outside than the inside, of course. but I still need to apply more layers and different colors and such for the highlightings and such, so I will fix it later, it will be nice. For now it's looking nice, and now I will apply Nuln oil to every single blue part of the miniature, because of course this is blue and I want it to be more dark blue, so Nuln oil will help me with that, and also it will help me by enhancing this all the separations between the miniature, all these lines. It will make them more visible, noticeable, and it will look nicer after applying Nuln oil. So let's proceed with it, because this is a fun step. And when the Nuln oil dries, this is what we have, and I have to say that I love this color. As you can see, the blue is much more dark, and the lines are much more visible, and I like it a lot. I like to work with this kind of blue, because for me it looks very like outer space. I don't know, I like this for my Tyranids. This is what I wanted, so I'm very happy. And now I will do a similar step with the skin parts, but for the skin I will apply the Druchii Violet. So let's proceed with that. Druchii Violet dried, and as you can see now the wings look much nicer, the skin looks nicer, and of course the colors look completely different as they looked when we started, so it's kind of nice. I like how it's looking. And now I will start with the first edge highlighting with the blue parts, and after that I will use Aliotic blue. I will do like a classic highlight with the arms and the inside. With this kind of part I will do more like lines to make it look more like it will have more volume. So hopefully it will look nice, it's going to be fun. Let's proceed with it. And as you can see right now, by applying a Lyotic blue, we have like two different kind of blues in the miniature, and now it looks like it has much more volume, it looks much nicer, so it's looking better and better. And now I will add another layer of highlight, and this time I'm going to use Thousand Suns blue, because this one is even lighter. And of course this one is going to enhance more the highlight that it already has. And I'm going to do the exactly same procedure. This part regular highlighting, and here I will try to do more like a liney one. Here I didn't did it too much, I just wanted to have a base, but it should look nicer with Thousand Suns blue, so let's go for it. And with that, the highlights of the blue parts are a little bit more noticeable. Not very much, but slightly more. And this is my intention, that it should be like slightly, a little bit more noticeable. And now I will even add another layer of highlighting, in this case of Ariman blue. But I'm going to use that one only like in this hardened parts, like for example the back, the head, this part in the claws, and this center piece in the chest, like this kind of places. Hopefully it will look nice. I don't want it to look super blue, so hopefully it should look nice. Let's see how it will be. It has some nice blue reflections, but it's not like super blue because of course I don't want it to be too blue, so I have to be very careful with that. And as you can see, of course, I applied to like the hardened parts of the miniature, and also I applied to this part of the wing, only here with a little bit of the fingers, or whatever we can call this, because it looks nicer. It has a nicer vibe in my opinion. And now it's going to be the time for the highlights of the skin parts, and for that, of course, as usual with my color scheme, Slanesh Grey. Hopefully after this it will look much nicer and it will be ready for the last touches, so hopefully it will look well in the end. So let's proceed with that. Now with some highlight in the skin areas, it looks much more like a proper Tyranid. Now it has much more personality and it looks nicer. I added a little bit more of highlighting in this one than this one because I consider that this one is kind of more exposed. I don't know, my opinion, it's just my way of doing this. And of course, as I mentioned, I add Slanesh Grey to every part that I consider that should be highlighted, like for example the wing, every skin part, and of course the head, that it looks much better now. And for the inside of the, I have to correct this one that I can see now. But anyway, in the inside of the wings, I just added a little bit of a lighter color in the, let's say, the parts more to the top or the more exposed ones. But the inside it's almost without anything. I will try to make it a little bit more darker maybe. But it's already quite dark, as you can see. It's not quite visible even with the lights that I have. And that's it. Now I will correct the tail, that I can see that I can clearly see the brushes there and it shouldn't. And I will proceed to paint the, let's say, the face of the Tyranid, and for that I will use, first of all, Screamer Pink for the tongue, and then I will add some Wraith Bone for the teeth, and finally Iriel Yellow for the eyes. So it's going to be fun, and after this it should look much more better, because of course the face is the most important part of every miniature. So let's proceed with it. if you made the same mistake that I made here, as you can see, I painted too much the outside of the eye, so now it doesn't have like a clear eye shape. We can just add a little bit of null oil, and that should fix the issue. See, much better. If we put too much, we can just eliminate the excess with a dry brush. And here I did the same, so I will also add here. Maybe it should need a little bit more, but as you can see, it looks much better now than it used to look before. We just need a little bit of null oil, and the eye will have the eye shape again. And now, as I said, the face is the most important part of a miniature because it's the first thing that we look at usually. And now it looks like a tyranid properly. Now it looks quite nice in my opinion. And the final step will be, of course, all the claws that this Winged Tyranid has. We have a lot of claws actually, and for that I'm going to use my two grey friends. I will first use some Asian grey, this is like a dark grey, and then I will use some Dawnstone, that is like a lighter grey, and this will make the claws more nice, let's say, because right now they basically look unpainted because of course they are unpainted. So let's go for it, and that will be probably our last step. And this is the final product. This is my Winged Tyranid Prime. I still need to base it, but of course the technical paint that I want to use for my Tyranids, it's not available at my store yet, so I will need to wait for it to arrive. But once it arrives, I will base all of them. But for now, I'm super happy with the results. I really like this one. It looks quite cool, and I'm super happy with the color scheme. This is what I wanted exactly. So I'm super happy with it. And as usual, thank you very much for watching, and if you're still here, please consider giving me a like and subscribing. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.